A very good afternoon to you here on Youth Empowerment Television Show, your most authoritative youth analysis program you can find across the African continent. We are live across the African continent, some 35 African countries and beyond. Those who are watching us in Gambia, in Guinea, in Ivory Coast, in Gabon, in Equatorial Guinea, in Nigeria. Just make sure that if you want to contribute on the show, add the country code as +233-548-503799. If you're watching us in Ghana, no need to add the country code. It's just 0548-503799. You can find the numbers beneath the television show as you're watching. My guest is already seated, and today, because of how the show is packed, we are not able to bring you the special editorial that we promised to be giving you on the show. Today we are going to have 2 interview sections. 30 minutes each, fully packed. My guest is already seated here in the studio. Those who are watching us on Facebook, just make sure you click the like button and share so that other young people across the country can be informed, they can be educated. This is the only television platform that belongs to young people, speaks for young people, and it's engaging with young people. So Mohammed Sadiq Gombela is seated here with me in the studio. He is a former NUCS president, and we are going to have a discussion with him. He's leading a very, very solid campaign, a campaign that I support, a campaign I think we all must be part of. Now, he is leading a whole crusade which is geared towards introducing Bachelor of Laws programs or LLB programs in the northern part of Ghana. He believes that the study of law, or to become a lawyer, which the first step is getting your LLB certificate, the northern region deserves to have institutions who are going to be having the power to practice, to have the autonomy to introduce faculty of law programs. And if possible, I'll ask whether or not he thinks that the Ghana Law School should introduce one of their campuses also in the northern part of Ghana. He's here with me to do the show, the first half of the show. Chairman, you are welcome.
Thank you very much, my brother Richmond.
Such a pleasure to have you.
It's also a pleasure to be here.
So how's life been? Before we come to this, being a political leader yourself, very youthful and all of that, how's life been?
Thank you very much for the opportunity and to the audience listening to us.
Yeah.
After school, after the NUCS, I went back to school.
Yeah.
To further my education.
Okay.
That is PhD. I'm currently a PhD student in the University for Development Studies.
Wow.
I also do some, although I'm a trained teacher, but I often go into farming and some commercial agribusinesses. Wow. That's what I do often, and occasionally assist my family businesses in the pharmaceutical industry. That's what I do currently. And some little politics as usual.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a little bite before we go. The current NUCS administration and their activities and other student union, do you think they are scoring the needed points they need to score so far as student activism and student support system is concerned?
Thank you very much, Richard, for this opportunity again. Let's recall during our days. You remember how the student front was divided.
Yeah.
I took it upon myself that there was a need that we needed to unite the student front and do away with politics from the student front, which is why a lot of people do know my political affiliation. But when it came into the drive for the unity, as far as the student front was concerned,
it's an enviable legacy you have left.
I'm much grateful. I recall leading members and colleagues were opposing that and further it wasn't possible, but I was determined, and I indicated to the Ghanaians too that it was possible if Gombela was given the nod. And we met that, but I think that in contemporary times, I feel that most of our current leaders have allowed the political infiltration as well. And I think that that is one of the...
Are you disappointed?
Quite frankly, I'm disappointed. I am disappointed because I want to see a student front devoid of politics. That is why, in my way, if I should see someone going to the student front, even if I support you, I don't inflate you or I don't give you that kind of direction. I feel that this is a body that should be autonomous. But suffice me to say, the political parties, precisely, especially parties in power, and in this case, I mean the current administration, their infiltration into the student front is not quite good. But I feel that would be left to the president and his colleagues to determine whether they are really doing well, and the student bodies across the country.
Yeah. If you are to mark this current Nooks administration over 10, frankly, because I know you are somebody who doesn't miss words, very honest in your judgments and stuff, over 10.
Before I give that mark, I felt that when my brother took office, that is Nana Boache, right?
Yeah.
I had that confidence in him when he started. But frankly speaking, the latter part of his administration, I think that most of the effort he started with, he has truncated that. So if it is to 10 or 1 over 10, I would give him like 4. Honestly speaking, I think that next time, Gombele and Co, or my colleagues, we need to devise the kind of people we give our support to.
Yeah.
And that is what I can say. Honestly, I think I'll give him 4 over 10.
All right. So, like you know, we are joined by Gombela, and we all know him within the student demographics and how active he has played a role in shaping many young people we have in our country today. He's leading a campaign, and it is on the introduction of LLB programs. Those who don't know LLB, young people watching me, LLB is a Bachelor of Laws. I mean, it is the first degree certificate you need before you can be enrolled to have 1 year or 1.5 year or whatever jurisdiction, common law jurisdiction you choose to have your professional law course. Now, Gombela, I mean, why this drive for introduction of LLB in the northern part? Do you have an LLB yourself?
Not really.
So why do you care so much about us? I have an LLB, so...
Thank you very much, my brother. Growing up as a young boy from the north, I recall, and I said to those who really know me, I said I pride myself as an educationist because my daddy was a teacher.
Okay.
And he rose and became a lecturer in Cape Coast.
Wow.
And finally left to the NGO.
Wow.
But you see, growing up, I had wanted to become a lawyer. I saw great leaders like Dr. Kumbo when we were growing up. Dr.
Such a solid lawyer.
Avon Bagby were the people we in the north knew. So indeed,
Haruna Idris is such a brilliant lawyer and stuff.
And some of our leading, I think the current president has a lawyer from the Upper West region, Samson Kolandi.
Yenny Kolandi.
Like these were people I had so much admiration for, regardless of their political affiliation. But indeed, we had wanted to do law. But we were constrained because if you had wanted to do law, you needed to come down to the south. And it meant that you should have family members, and the cost involved in coming to the south to as it were, to embark or to do this first degree law was a problem. It was a challenge. So because of that, some of us opted to do developmental courses, and this is where we've ended ourselves in. So I felt against this backdrop, I felt there was the need that we champion a course that would give opportunity to young generations of our time to have these opportunities to pursue their dream. I felt I haven't had that, but it meant that if I hail from the northern extract, there's the urgent need that with my position that I had, I should be able to call for the need to have a robust LLB first degree program in northern Ghana. And like I said, I am determined. I have no doubt whatsoever that we will get there.
Aside media campaigns, have you engaged certain stakeholders? Maybe, for example, I mean, engaged, the GLC. Have you engaged certain, the Attorney General? Have you engaged? I mean, what are the bodies you have formally engaged in this fight?
Well, quite interesting. Before I answer this question, I think that there's the need that as citizens of this country, when issues of this nature are raised, those in the political realm or the stakeholders must appreciate that there is the need for them to support this cause, regardless of how they will perceive it, that could either affect or undermine the government or whatsoever. I keep saying that with this argument that have Gombela made so much consultation, yes, I have. And interesting enough, certain people are not prepared to do because of where they find themselves and are quite scared. Let me take this opportunity to tell. I personally visited the VC the University for Development, the Vice Chancellor. We had so much engagement, but he said he was constrained with resources and other.
And he's scared too.
No, well, I do not want to go to that extent. Their leading members, I have consulted a lot of, even including professors.
Wow.
Just yesterday, I was with the.
And are you saying they said they have restraints? I mean, they don't have facilities for that?
That is what UDS is telling me, especially led by the VC.
I mean, is it the lecturers, the professors as required?
I said I visited the highest hierarchy of the University for Development Studies. Indeed, from Accra, I'll be moving to the Upper West region to again put a petition before the paramount chief of the Upper West, as well as the VC.
The reason why I'm asking you this question is because I by the grace of God, have an LLB. And I know there's a requirement to have an LLB running as part of the 14 faculties of law that are operating. You are supposed to have about 2 or 3 professors, people who are supposed to teach LLB at most should have an NLM, that's masters, in law. Are they saying they don't have the professors as a university, they don't have people with masters in law, or they don't have the infrastructure? I want to understand, because thankfully you didn't just end the campaign there. I mean, you engage high-profile people in the educational sector. What really do they mean by they don't have the capacity?
Well, I recall vividly with my interaction with the VC. He had this to say that they were financially constrained, lecturer-wise, and even facilities to undertake this program.
Okay.
But interestingly enough, when I hear leaders of this nature make these statements,
you're disappointed.
I'm highly disappointed.
In the vice chancellor of UDS.
No, really, I do not want to take that trend. But you see, my brother, some of us, we grew up to see people becoming PhD and doctors who studied under tree in the 7-year developmental program of the then first president, Kwame Nkrumah. My daddy studied under tree. And if you should go to Tumu, they didn't have those infrastructure, but they were determined. They made it.
Yeah.
You get it. Yeah. When some of us, when some of us started UDS, the facilities were not there. But that is the argument. But you see, I recall once again when we had wanted to unite the student front, people said it was not possible because people were not willing. And you recall the drive I took, and at the end the stakeholders would join. I'm determined that I am prepared to lead a robust and uninterrupted drive and an open, wide conversation that will lead to the establishment of a first degree law school in the
what actually is your motivation? Because this is really selfless. You don't, I mean, you don't have an LLB, you don't have any law background, but you are thinking about the people in the northern region, the young people there. You think that they must have a faculty of law being studied there. Now, if it gets to the point where your petition is not being heard by the stakeholders because you've consulted 1, 2, 3, it doesn't seem people, I mean, have the edge like you have to make this happen. If it gets to the last person and they don't really push this agenda for you, what would you do, Gombela?
My brother Richmond, I think you know me very well.
Yeah.
You know, before I answer this question, when we had wanted to establish the youth program in UDS, youth parliament, I recall once again, people said it was impossible. But today, youth parliament is quite vibrant and brings the SRC and local leaders together and question their accountability, question them, query them with how they spend students' resources. We did achieve that. Indeed, when coming to the student front, when it was divided, again, people indicated that it wasn't possible. You recall those things. Interestingly enough, what happened? It's united, right? I am telling you today, take my words. I said I am determined that at the end of this strife, I give myself a period that LLB would be established in the entire within the
9th February 2022. LLB will be established.
I can assure you. You see, it doesn't matter the political affiliations I come from. I'm saying that.
I mean, you are NDC. You think it's possible in the MPP era?
Well, I said we would. You see,
I mean, this is a collective thing. It's not even about politics.
Yes, this is a drive that is quite important. You see, I may not be a member of the MPP, but listen, the free SHS implemented is laudable.
Wow.
We would have to accept it.
You're a very honest leader.
Yeah, I think, you see, permit me to use this opinion. As a former student, lead NUX president, I didn't spend a time I didn't take ex gratia.
The renovation people are doing on office spaces, fundraising.
My brother,
never did fundraising.
I never took any ex gratia. I left it.
Wow. Okay.
You can. I left it. I said I was not prepared to spend those money. Wow. I was there to serve. And my brother Tim Carroll and Co would tell you. I didn't take the
I mean, for you and Tim Carroll, wow, you guys did very well.
Yeah. So I said we will do that. You see, I am not prepared to be manipulated as far as this agenda is concerned. To my northern brothers listening to me.
So this will be your camera. I need you to speak to the stakeholders and all young people in the northern region who are with you in this drive. Speak to them on your last words.
To my fellow northern brothers listening to me, this is a collective action, a collective drive, regardless of your political affiliation, whether you're a Dagomba, whether you're a Dagati, whether you're a Mampusi, whether you're a Moshi or a Kusasi. This is a collective effort. We need to fight for the collective interest of the entire northern extract. I hail from the Upper East region, but I'm driving for wherever this LLB would be established. We may not live to see the glory, but we would be glad to see our children tell our story. They will tell the story of how we set the pace for them to see the glory. The fight is still on, and we are not restrained. We need a LLB now in the entire northern Ghana, whether it's in the Upper West, whether it's in the Upper East, or the northern region or Savannah region. The people of the northern extract are saying we need LLB now.
All right.
That is what I can say.
Thank you so much, Gombela. I think you're doing so well, and we at Pan African TV and Youth Empowerment will be supporting all of this drive. Please do let us know your meet. You are going to Upper West from here.
Yeah, I would have some interactions. I met the law school president quite yesterday. Okay. We'll be having some interaction. I intend to see some leading lawyers from the northern extract. Yeah, I would also be making some interaction with some necessary stakeholders, as we indicated, and call for some voices, so that from there would also move to the Upper West and subsequently the Upper East and Savannah.
Just know for sure that we are in support of your campaign. God bless you for always thinking about Ghana and doing this for God and Ghana. Anybody who wants to support you, a number you want to put out there so that anybody who wants to be part of this campaign can quickly.
Well, 020 another 60 82 18.
Okay.
I just have 1 minute. Richard, I would want to use this opportunity to thank you very much.
Thank you.
I've monitored you from afar, way back from my days in Student Front. Your desire and enthusiastic nature in pushing the youth drive, it's quite incredible. And I want to say that on any day when you have such an initiative and you think that Gombela can be of supportive or can support, I'm prepared to do that.
Very well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having us, for hosting us on your subsequent event that you'll be doing. We'll be there to support you. That was Gombela, such a very strong student leader. I'll be reading some messages as we get ready for our next guest. Let me quickly read some messages on Facebook. Mamia Joa says that we are all disappointed. I'm sure she's talking about Nooks, right? This one says that I'm watching crap. Big ups to you, boss Richie. Okay, Mami Adjoa says that Nooks over 10 is negative for me, honestly. Hillary says that 4. Whoa. Mami Adjoa says maybe negative 4. Nee Stallion says that great leader, Youth Gombela. Hafsa to Idrisu says that great. Mami Adjoa says that the Ghanaian leaders aren't helping us at all. This is not fair. And Prince Mahama Abdul Halim says that blood. Mami Adjoa comes back to say with Gombela everything is possible. Prince Mahama Abdul Halim says a political campaign. Okay, Mame Adjoa says that he is a good leader. Okay, Popular Tagnaba says that it's a great initiative, but please make sure your goal is attainable. Okay, that's very, very, very important message that just came through. Let me quickly come on WhatsApp. This one says that I'm enjoying the show. In fact, Boss Gombela is a full epitome of wisdom. Our incoming national deputy youth organizer. Okay, inshallah. All right. This one says that Munir from Bandai. Honorable Gombela is not the only student leader. Is not only a student leader, but also dedicated to volunteerism towards development. He always advocates for the best for Yeah, I think he wants to say he will always advocate for the voiceless. Okay. This one says that, good afternoon. My regards to the Deputy National Youth Organizer of NDC to be from. This is from Babata Male PK. This one says that, good afternoon. Gombela is truly a great man. It's my prayer that he goes far. This is Yanka Emmanuel from Tamale. Okay. Okay. This one also says that, hi Richie, I like your outfit, looking handsome as always. Okay, thank you so much. This one's the step in the right direction, go there Goms. This is from Dr. Ben. Okay, Dr. Ben, thank you. This one says that, Gambia, we are behind you. My brother, we need it now. This is from Yendi. This one says that, good afternoon, I'm Kofi Badman from Koforidua. How would the MMDC this one this one says that, hello, please, I'm going to rate Nooks -1/10. In fact, with the -1 this one says that this current Nooks, hey Charlie, you guys don't force me to reach out there. Gombela must be who he is now and must maintain it when he comes to power as the deputy youth organizer. This one says that, Richie, your post on NDC's management of Ghana's economy on Facebook, it's making me confused. You, which political party do you belong to? I belong to Ghana, our beloved country. I'm a strong follower of Dr. Nkrumah. He inspires us. So he's a strong personality. I'm working and hoping to be like him. Honorable Gombela, may Allah see you through. Okay, this will be all for the messages I'm reading on Facebook, on text message, and also on WhatsApp messages. My guest, is already seated. He's a fireman. He's a strong fireman, very energetic and very, very inspiring. It's such a pleasure to have such a young person who is on course for God and country. He's somebody we did a lot of editorial for last week and this week concerning a demonstration that he intends to do, and he is the convener of a very, very, I mean, you guys know already, he's the one who intends to lead students to go on strike against this UTAC and government brouhaha. University Student Association of Ghana released a press statement. He met the Greater Accra Regional Police Command and a whole lot of issues concerning the demonstration. I want to know whether he's been given the go-ahead and why the demonstration didn't come on yesterday. George, you're welcome. Such a pleasure to have you here.
Yeah, thank you.
Obrapa.
You're welcome.
we happen to come from the same senior high school, and so when it has to do with our desire to see things done in the right way for God and country, we think alike. Okay, so how does this journey start for you? Why do you have student at heart? Why this strong quest to help students?
Yeah, first and foremost, I would want to say a big kudos to your team, yourself,
thank you,
everybody contributing his or her quota to make this show a very impactful one. Before I continue, I want to take our memories back.
Very well.
I want to utilize a short time to take our memories back there. Yeah. I remember clearly in 2010 when yourself and Major Green back in Apam Senior I equally staged and executed a coup d'etat and a demonstration. It was for a good cause. The reason why I'm starting with this is that I believe in people being reasonable. That has been my principles from the start of student leadership. I believe that regardless of our affiliation to whatsoever party, we should remember that we are serving on the best interest of students. That is why people might ask that maybe they know you closely to be affiliated to A or B, but you are still being reasonable about a matter of discussion. That is what makes people to believe in our leadership. To start with this whole UTAG government impasse and brouhaha, I was inspired to run for the National Coordinating Secretary for USAG. That is the University Student Association of Ghana, way back in 2020. And because of COVID and all its negative impact it had on the economy, education, we had our election in 2021. For me, I was so unfortunate. I just came into office in August. I was sworn in June, got to report at the Secretariat in August. And just after some few days, UTAG is on strike.
Wow. So
my administration was challenged with this problem at the start. We didn't get any good news, but just to see UTAG embark on a strike, Quickly, my president held a press conference. We spoke on the matter, engaged stakeholders, as they usually call it. Stakeholder engagement, we did all that. Fortunately, we had the lecturers back to the classrooms.
Yeah.
And they returned to the negotiation table. So my biggest interest here is that, why is it that since 10th January, when UTAG embarked on this industrial strike, they are still very unwilling to even go back to the negotiation table? We should all know, let's be reasonable enough. Why would somebody be on the negotiation table last year, called off strike, went onto the negotiation table, and now has embarked on a similar strike, but is not willing to go back to that negotiation table? It should tell you that if this is the negotiation table, it is unfair. Get close to the team. They have a national secretariat. UTAG have national executives. They do have. So what is the problem? They are speaking on conditions of service. They are speaking on book and research allowance. They are speaking on their IMP, which is the Interim Market Premium Survey, since 2013. I'm not a UTAG communicator. I don't speak for them. But for the benefit of the doubt of our viewers, I would want to elaborate on these things.
Very well, yeah.
So government is engaging them on their matter.
Okay, so just a quick one. Those who are watching us, George is giving us a breakdown of what really is happening between government and UTAG, and he's giving us the genesis of all of this, the demands of UTAG, and what has been ensuing between the two parties. So if you're a young person and you are confused, get seated and understand these details. Okay, continue, sir.
So whenever I engage in an intellectual discourse, I believe in fact, I believe in document. I have documents here to prove to you that whatever I'm saying, I'm not just spewing it out from my brains, but they are backed with documents. So following up with that issue, I would want to speak more on UTAG and government. It's their own matter. Let's come to the center of discussion, the student. So why will parents take loans, work on their own private work, pay exorbitant fees for their tuition fees for their children, their hostel fees, look at even the accommodation deficit on campuses, the crisis and all that, find ways and means to get their wards, all these things, and UTAG is on strike. And secondly, government is not heeding to the plight of these lecturers. So let's be very at least sensitive here. So I would say that government knows that UTAG maybe did take in an entrenched position or whatsoever, motivated politically. A lot of people are tagging UTAG as if, let's be honest, do you want to tell us that all UTAG members are NDC people? You want to tell us that all UTAG members are NPP people? They are fighting for what they think they are well deserved. But these are students. The repercussions are being falling down on students. And why do I say that? Look at even how COVID-19 has changed the whole preamble and academic calendar and psychology of students. With this online agglutinization, like they getting used to even the online system. You get a lot of people were complaining that they were failing their courses and all that. And now government wants students to go vis-a-vis with their lecturers and learn. And lecturers now are saying they're on strike. What is the best way forward? The big question is that, as the stakeholder called engagement, the stakeholder engagement we keep on hearing about, is it not exhausted yet? Should student leaders sit aloof and stare and look at their other colleagues that are equally students face this like these repercussions? No, I believe this is the time. I didn't even read political science. I'm a medical personnel, but people will ask, why is this guy motivated to do all that and that? People are tagging me on social media, insulting me. He has gone to this party for that money, blah, blah, blah. I state on this platform, I don't even have an NDC card. I don't have interest in politics. Because as a medical individual, when I look at the healthcare delivery of our country, I believe it's so poor that our politicians have failed us. COVID even exposed our healthcare delivery system. So I am always even annoyed at politicians. Talk less to go to politicians for money to push their agenda. I would even do that. But the matter here is that, do we want to wait for the academic calendar to compel management to close down the universities? One. Do we want to wait for individuals that are ordinary Ghanaian university students that have paid all these fees, for these fees to go waste? The rules and the constitution of this university state that if the school shuts down, they won't refund any money to you. You get it?
It's gone.
So as student leaders, if you speak about the matter and we tell students to be encouraged to move on the street and demonstrate. You are the future leader.
Are you doing this to antagonize the current USAG NUCS administration?
Why will I even do that? They are my friends.
Because they think you are making them more popular.
I can humbly even mention their name. YB is a very close friend, a senior. He advises me a lot.
My president, he advises you. What has been his advice so far?
Definitely. He has been in NUCS for long. To be honest, serving at the national level. This is my first national student position that I've held. Talking about YB, he has served on different portfolios. He'd advise that it is about time, it is about you working more about what you've planned on. It's not about communicating more about words. So you see that YB has this slogan, deeds, not words. So he preaches that to we, some of us, that we feel we are close.
Are you sure YB now is still preaching deeds?
Yeah, he's still preaching deeds.
I mean, it was then. I mean, not now.
Yeah, Richie, I know where you want to take the conversation,
but I'm not taking it anywhere. I mean, if you say somebody,
YB watching me knows that I give him the optimum respect. My president, in the person of Dr. Christian Ama Philip, knows that I give them the optimum respect.
But I want
to state it here.
Yeah, I mean, he gave you.
I want to state it here clearly that I don't disrespect fellow colleagues. But when you go to the extent of strangling me, I shall unleash my arsenals on you.
Hey, that's a very strong statement.
Yeah. So I met my president on Joy News this morning. We met at Joy News, and Youngson asked him a question. If he is bold, let him be honest to the student. He asked him that, why did you issue a statement dissociating yourself from your national coordinating secretary, embarking on a demonstration?
Which is in the interest of the Ghanaian students.
Exactly. Because this demonstration, I can promise you, and I stated on record, we will pull over 3,000 students on the street tomorrow. The Greater Accra Regional Command has given us the go-ahead in collaboration with the national headquarters of the Ghana Police Service. And I believe this is what the students are seeking for. They want to start learning. They want academic work to proceed.
Now, when the question was asked at your president...
So the question was asked, why do you dissociate yourself from me embarking on a demonstration? It was like, it is a collective duty or is a collective decision by NEC. The reason why I stand to be confidential is
there was a NEC meeting?
Yeah, there was a NEC meeting. The reason why I stand to be very confidential is that I respect a lot of NEC members, which are the SRC president individually. And secondly, a lot of them too know that if we are to compare my respect for them, it is below standard because I believe they are compromised. How can you?
No, hold on.
Whatever statement I'm making it on record.
No, you are saying that you're
exactly.
You believe the
with the NEC members. I state again. I want to state again, Richie.
Okay, state it again. That the SRC president.
The SRC president that are serving as NEC members on USAG. I have extent of some that I believe in them that they are very firm about their decisions.
But many of them.
No, don't use many. Because
how do I just oppose?
So as I'm speaking, I have reached out to several SRC presidents that they will confine
behind the scenes.
Yeah, they'll confine you and be like, Kofi, what you are doing is very right. But from where I stand, you have my support, but I can't come out openly. You get it?
I mean, they are being cowards, those people.
A lot of them, I've reached out to some of them. And some of them too, you reach out to them and they will openly tell you, Kofi, Mr. Oh, mean to me, you, position I'm you know. A lot of people contributed. If I'm to speak that we should go to demonstration, they will sabotage me in my future career. They tell you, they confine you and tell you that they don't want to be sabotaged on the political ladder.
Kofi Meba, I want us to take this one by each briefly. I mean, I'm not trying to push it, but we need to understand the situation. Are you saying on record that you believe that the SRC presidents who are part of NEC, are you saying most have? You think some are compromised?
Some. I don't want to use many.
Okay, some have been compromised.
Some have been compromised in a sense.
It means they're corrupt.
When you reach out to them, you see, when you are fighting for a good cause for students, especially where I stand.
Not for your own benefit.
Exactly. Where I even stand as a national student leader. I don't look at Oli Legon. I don't look at UDS. I look at a collective surface. That is UDS, Kenya University, UCC, UMAT, UNE, UPSC, Ghana Telecom, GIJ, all these 15 public universities that have been affected. So you try your possible best to reach out to them individually and ask them that, my brother, I've not noticed you even issue a communique to your fellow university students that are your constituents in where you find yourself, either UDS or Tech or whatsoever. But you are not even given your contributions. during next meeting? Is it that you are scared? And they will tell you, they will open up to you.
Now, SLC presidents cannot openly come out.
You get it.
But so how are you guaranteed that you are going to have that leadership support from the various
Because it's the student.
They don't care about SLC president.
Let me be honest with you. Does the SLC president pay the fees of these students? You don't.
So if a student is watching us, they should know that their SLC president says they can't be part of the demonstration that fights their interest. Is that what you have said? No, I want us to be bold on record.
You see, I'm being bold on record, and I want to preserve
you are a leader. Not preserve reputation and the interest of students.
Listen,
the student wants to know this, Kofi. Are you saying that we are not going to have a single SLC president
what I want them
from
to do,
their university?
So what I want them
to lead them on the demonstration?
What I want them to do is that they should demand accountability from them.
They will. Are you saying that tomorrow SLC presidents who are representing the various universities, I mean the students, are the students supposed to know now that they will not be led by the SLC president in a fight to protect their school fees and their hostel fees?
So let's place the ball in their court. Tomorrow media will be there. I believe Empowerment
will be there.
Pan-African TV will be there.
Yeah.
If they are able to spot any SRC president, let them just engage him. If they are not able to spot any SRC president, let them be bold to know that what I stated here was due to confidentiality. So I really prefer when it works in reality.
I get it.
I've given you a confidential info.
Yeah.
And I've not mentioned names. And I've categorized, like...
you are smart about it. No, we can't know who
you get it. I've not mentioned specific schools. You get it? Because I know...
Are you scared?
Me?
Yeah.
At this moment.
Is Legon SL's president going to be part? Has he given you his word? City Campus SL's president, Legon, is he going to be part of the demonstration?
City or main campus?
City Campus SL's president. Would he be part?
I've not engaged him personally.
Legon SL, main campus SL's president, would he be part of the demonstration?
I engaged her, but her conversation wasn't encouraging to me.
So she will not be part?
I stayed this on record.
KUS SL's president, would he be part of your demonstration?
Yeah, speaking about Abu, my own name.
Yes. Would he be part? Did he give you his word?
He tweeted on his page that he is encouraging the student not to involve in any demonstration.
He is encouraging the student not to involve. However, they should be there.
And wait for the school to close down. That's why I state on record that categorically, you get it. On the national level.
Jesus Christ. I mean,
on the national level.
I even have goosebumps all over.
On the national level, you get it.
Yeah.
You might have an idea you would want to implement. So a lot of people will ask me that, why is it that I'm not going on this demonstration on the name of USAG? And do you know what will be used to sabotage me?
No.
They will tell me that I should follow the hierarchy of blah, 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 blah. Follow the hierarchy.
Hierarchy what universities are going to
I am not the president. I am the coordinating secretary. I am humbly serving university students. And I thought it wise that for your voices to be heard, university students, for their voices to be heard, we had to immediately create the coalition of concerned university students.
Let me ask this. There was a statement you also issued, and you said you are going to join the NDC demonstration. Is that the case?
Oh, don't get it twisted. I know people are asking questions about that.
Yes, I saw that.
So I want to be clear about this. You saw our immediate release on the level at which the Ghana Police Service is sabotaging us. And
that was a strong accusation. You stand by that?
You see,
the Ghana Police Service sabotaging you?
In this country, okay, I believe that if we as the youth, we are not able to call a spade, we'll keep on blaming our leaders.
So set an example.
So, what is the color of this bottle?
It's white.
So if I come and I tell you, Richie, this bottle is brownish white, what
You're
do
not
I
being
mean?
honest.
What is the meaning of brownish white? If police is sabotaging me and my leaders, why will I deny it? Am I record? They are listening to me, they know.
Ghana Police.
I told them that they are sabotaging us in the meeting.
Why? What happened?
Okay, so I believe that if I have a constitutional mandate, Richie, you are an agency of the government.
Yeah.
I have a constitutional mandate for it to be fulfilled on behalf of your agency. So the Public Order Act on Special Events states that if any group, so far as you have the human right, you could express your grievances and plight in any form, including protests, picketing, demonstrations and all that, but you have to go through the right channel.
Yeah.
So you have to meet the Ghana Police Service within a space of 5 working days. You agree with them your route, You agreed with them, the people that are the protesters. You agree with them, the office you are sending your petition or you want to spew out your grievances with them. If I'm to tell you that we've been engaging the Ghana Police Service for 3 weeks now, will you believe that?
3 weeks. Yeah. Okay, maybe, you know, police works with a lot of...
and we believe in that.
So why are you saying they are sabotaging?
Relax, we believe in that. I'll come to that end. We planned everything. We had to demonstrate last week, Thursday. We had planned everything. We are set. We've mobilized everything. And you see, the fault at our, like, the disadvantage on our side is that our followers might feel that Kofi Joy keeps on postponing this.
Is the interest to be lost? Yeah,
exactly. But because I feel that to an extent, I don't want to lose control and spew out a lot of things. Yeah. I'm being reserved. We're supposed to have the demonstration last week, Tuesday. We met police. They said Thursday is better for them. Listen to the conversation very well. Last week, Tuesday, they said Thursday is better for them. They don't even have the constitutional right to dictate to us the day. But they told us that Thursday is better for them. We accept. We are just ordinary university students, law abiding. On Wednesday, they call us for another meeting that there is an extraordinary ECOWAS summit and the police would need a lot of logistics to block roads and protect other head of state. We accepted. It's very reasonable. And even we are petitioning our president. We are not petitioning other heads of states. So it's reasonable for us to call off our demonstration. So on Thursday, we have subsequent meetings. And you tell us that Tuesday, we plan everything. We meet on Monday. These that I'm saying, my leaders know we do have pictures because we feel that we have to account to the students. So whenever we finish with a meeting, just like probably after this interview, I would have a picture of you where and posted Hype Senior Richie that way back in Apam, blah, blah, blah. You get it to account to the people that this is what I'm doing. We have pictures with them when we are done. So that we'll account to our people that it's not that we are joking. We've been meeting the regional command. These are some of the pictures of us smiling and all that. So how come that on Monday, we have a meeting about having the demonstration on Tuesday. So we close our meeting around 2 p.m. if I'm to recall very clearly. And we are being given the go-ahead. We are being given the approval. We've been shown the route. Some always say route. Let me be very local here with my people. So we have to start from Oponglo in front of the university stadium and progress onto the Liberation Road. When we get to Ofebia, they gave us two options. If there is a huge vehicular traffic, we'll take the Ofebia Road, the airport road, to the U.S. Embassy to Christ the King. And we'll wait there for the representative of the presidency to come for a petition.
Where?
You see Christ the King?
Yeah, I've seen it.
You see that side?
Yeah.
We would wait
opposite the Flagstaff
exactly.
House, that side.
Because they told us that there is a security zone.
Yeah.
I'm not a security analyst. I will just have to keep quiet and abide. So there is a security zone. We would stay at Christ the King and wait for the representative from the Jubilee House because we had already written a notification letter to them that these students are coming to present a petition. So when we get there, the media will join us. We read our just 2-page petition, including suggestive solutions, and we present it as all. Is this a national security threat? I'm asking.
What are you saying? The police said your demonstration?
No, I'm asking you something. Let's be.
Oh, I'm not a security expert, but from what the explanation you have given, peaceful demonstration. I don't. Maybe they gave.
So when we had the meeting, let me. I'm very honest and straightforward with this, and I know the conversations we had. That's why people say.
Did they say your demonstrations are national security threat?
My brother. They told us that the route on which we are taking it will create a great level of inconvenience for people rushing to work.
Which they may be right, or?
Oh, they are even right.
Yeah.
But we thought that as university students, where do you want us to commence?
Kofi, I want you to tackle the national security part. Did they say that? I want to get
let me break it down for you. So one, it would create the inconvenience. Two, the police were very bold. We are friends of the police. They tipped us that they have gained intelligence. That's why in that meeting, we had a representative from the national headquarters of the Ghana Police. And I was very humbled meeting that man. So he told us that, Kofi, it's not that we are sabotaging you people. But I also told him, like, that you guys are sabotaging us. This is the third time we are postponing this. We've been committing resources, money.
Kofi, from this, I think for the sake of...
I don't want to be emotional about this matter because... I am very plain.
But Kofi, is that not the case that if the national headquarters think there's an intelligence...
Exactly. So if there is an intelligence... No, let me give you the reason. So you want to tell me that when we had the meeting at 2 p.m., on Monday the same day. You couldn't tell us that there's an intelligence.
Maybe the intelligence came after the meeting.
Richie, are you a representative of the Ghana Police Service?
Oh, police is our friend. I'm just trying to.
No, so I would have been glad if maybe there is a police representative here saying that. I'll believe that. Okay. But you are not their representative. We are ordinary Ghanaian citizens. Okay. So if the police is able to tell us that they picked an intelligence, we accept. The reason why I always say we accept is that the Ghana Police Service is a highly accredited agency that has access to information a lot of us don't have. So if you tell us that you've picked intelligence, we feel that, daddy. So at this point, 11 p.m. that we are having the meeting, what do you suggest? Now, my leaders are with me. We ask them, what do they suggest? Okay. So their suggestion is that we shouldn't converge at Oponglo, but we should rather converge at Circle or Brasport. I was like, wow. Look at the mobilization process we've gone through. Richie, you've been an entertainment prefect before. You've organized huge events. I've been following you. You've been a great admirer, a mentor to a lot of our Palm Senior High students. You understand the meaning of organizing an event. How can you tell us that at 11 p.m. we are converging at 6 a.m.? We should now change location to a Brasport. How will we even get in touch with transport companies to book for buses 11 p.m. to 6 a.m.? That is why I'm saying it's a sabotage. 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. Which transport company is willing to listen to Kofi George that, okay, give us 30 buses, give us...
And you don't have any political party funding, so you don't even have...
I'm a neutral, I'm on my own. So the thing is that the little students we've mobilized across the nation that are holding themselves at University of Ghana are just waiting for Tuesday morning to come out from their friend's room and mobilize in front of Oponglo, because you don't need any transportation to walk from your hall to Oponglo. You get it? Most of the halls are closer to Oponglo. If you know University of Ghana very well, the diaspora halls, so you can just walk. Now you give us an extra stretch that we should converge at Obrasport, which, let's be honest, I'm not a magician. My leaders are not magicians. Other conveners are not magicians. How can we quickly mobilize buses within 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. and get these students at Obrasport? It is impossible. That's why we stated clearly in our immediate release that we feel that it is a calculated and premeditated sabotage.
Calculated, premeditated.
To suppress. To suppress the voices of ordinary Ghanaian.
But what is the interest of the police? Police is not UTAC. Police is not government.
Brother, what I'm saying, you still don't get me.
I'm getting you, but I'm saying that
probably to the police, they don't feel that they are suppressing us.
Yes.
That's why I'm
okay, so you are making it in
we said we feel we don't even, you see, the police has access to information you and I don't have. They are telling us that they've picked the intelligence. This is not a vein that I'm to locate at the hospital and precipitate and draw blood. That is my work. You get it? This is not about
we are wrapping up.
This is not about diagnosis. I don't have any in-depth knowledge about security. If it was to be about malaria at the hospital, let's diagnose. I'll do that for you. This is security. I was very humble with them. My leaders were equally humble.
So tomorrow, are you joining the NDC?
Oh yes, they've given us the approval. No, let's be clear. Let's be clear. We are not joining. We are not joining. So
there are two different demonstrations.
There are several. Richie,
tomorrow.
There are several. NDC is demonstrating. NAPCO is demonstrating. Concerned Okada drivers are demonstrating. Scare is demonstrating. You see the share propaganda. Why are they not mentioning all these groups?
So are you going to join together?
We are not joining together.
So you follow your own route.
Everybody is following his or her own route. The police is protecting us.
Oh, okay. So did you say Okada people are demonstrating?
Richie, tomorrow let Pan-African TV be there and cover. You see, the share propaganda they include. I'm wrapping up with this. You see, the share propaganda they include is that, why don't you say coalition of concerned university students are demonstrating with NAPCO, but you still place the focus on NDC? Why don't you say the caucus is demonstrating with concerned Okadas that feel that they've been treated poorly in this nation? Why don't you also even follow up to say that the caucus is demonstrating with a CSO called Coalition of Concerned Ghanaians?
I get it.
Why
are you being tagged?
Why are we being tagged to NDC? Richie,
but Kofi, are you NDC?
I'm not NDC. I don't even have a card bearing. I don't even have a membership card.
Okay. Do you have any plans of becoming Nuke's president one day?
Me? Why do you ask?
I mean, yes or no?
If the calling comes, if there's a clarion call, why not?
Are you corrupt me as a human? What are you trying to say? Okay, let me ask this question too. Do you intend to run for USAC president?
No. Not at all.
But for Nooks, if the calling comes?
If the calling comes, why not?
Okay. Kofi, we wish you well. And tomorrow we shall be there to cover
Thank you.
the whole process. We are Pan-African TV. I mean, we are very committed in giving fair hearing to everybody who's young and have certain things after they have. We wish you well. And we only want to tell you that don't be discouraged. You need to be motivated. On the aspect of the police, I'm sure it was a pure intelligence they pick. It's nothing political.
That's why I'm not saying it's political.
Very,
you see,
because we have to comment. The Ghana police is doing very, very,
extremely
very well.
under the auspices of Dr. Dampare. And we thank him for the approval given to us. And tomorrow, about 3,000 university students are hitting the streets, and we are very glad for that.
Would you be surprised to see Boachi Yadom joining you to demonstrate tomorrow?
No, I wouldn't be surprised. He speaks in the best interest of students.
So with this demonstration, what is the best interest he spoke?
Oh, Richie, you keep on trying to calculate words.
I'm not calculating.
We are still having stakeholder engagement as the next president.
Thank you so much, Kofi. Charlie, this is a very solid guy. We are leaving. Our time is up. Just some few messages so that we can leave. We did the show with you guys, so quickly. We are all disappointed, and okay. Let me just quickly do this one. This one says that a great leader you are. The George guy is good. I wish we all buy into his idea. I'm disappointed in some students' union. Richie, you agree with me 101. A boy Nathan said this is very true. Mami Adjoa says that they have failed us. Mami Adjoa comes back to say Sikana Ashe. She says that we will be there on the demonstration. Sikana Ashe. Minta Robert also comes to say that. Robert Yeboah says I hope you do not part of them cause I don't know what you Cal Praise put fire. Hillary says that things are happening. This one's the police to even your service. Please, we can. Mami Adjoa, you kill us here. This one, okay. Quickly. Our time is up. We have to leave. But on WhatsApp, those who just came to read, this one's hi Kofi. I like your boldness. We are with you, both physically and spiritually. This is Vincent, University of Ghana student. He says he's going to be there. This one's I'm watching you live from Kumasi. You tag. We are begging you, please. We have finished all our resources. Even what to send us back home, we don't have. Please, this is Abdul Karim. This one says that. This one also is that Kofi, you are doing a great job. This one's that Ghanaian leaders are. Oh, please, I can't read. This one's that Richie. Tomorrow, you must be part of the demonstration. Where's your red hat? Thank you guys very much for being a part of today's Youth Empowerment Television show. We are going to be leaving right now. Kofi, just 30 seconds. This is your camera. What do you have to tell the students who are watching you at home? 30 seconds. Just 30 seconds that we leave. Yeah.
I know a lot of you guys are in a state of dilemma and trauma now, but as your humble servant and your National Coordinating Secretary of University Student Association of Ghana, which I still serve, I want to tell you that keep calm. We believe that after tomorrow's demonstration, government will be pulled into a fit of fire that will compel them to meet UTAG halfway. And we are optimistic that academic work will commence as soon as possible. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much. If you say a prayer, listen, if you say a prayer, say some for me. I'm always here to do this for God and country. Bye-bye. Tomorrow we'll be here.